All right, hi everybody. Welcome back to Texture Tags on Tuesday. Jerry is having us doing what's she calling it? Slow couching, doing strips onto fabric using up our scraps. I found this piece of. I've got oh, I can't reach it. Never mind. I've got one of those. The fabric stores have those sample books of like upholstery fabrics. My husband had a client one time that was an interior designer. She had all of these, she sold fabrics to interior designers, if that makes sense. So she had all these old fabric books, and I took a few. I mean, I could have taken hundreds, but I took a few, and I still have a couple left that I haven't used for anything else. So I just cut a piece of, I think this is some kind of upholstery fabric. It's kind of a velour. Feels like something you'd put on a sofa or a chair. Very cool. I mean, there's different kinds of fabrics in those books. There's some that are upholstery. There's some that are like more like curtains. I think this is more of upholstery. So I found a piece of this. My husband brought home, one of our friends is selling their house, and their mom is not doing well, and they're selling mom's house. So they're going through a bunch of old stuff. He found this bag full of old, just random bits. I put it in this jar, but random bits of floss and looks like some pearl cotton in there, and a little bit of lace. Anyway, I threw it all in this jar because I thought the jar was kind of pretty. I could set it here on my desk, but that gives me some randomness that I can pull from. So I grabbed a couple pieces of the lace. There's that one, and there's this one. This one's more brown, peachy brown color. I don't know. We're going to work with that. I found this fun rumply yarn in my stash, so I got a couple of pieces of that. And then also from that upholstery book, there was this upholstery that had these stripes. There were some that are like velour, and some that are like, I don't know, like stitched in some way. But anyway, they were one piece of fabric. I cut them all apart, and I thought I would put these in between, like, I don't know, like this. I don't want those next to each other, or maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll play with, and we're gonna do something like that. And then I took one of those flosses. This one was in a bundle that was all tied together. I had to untie it, but I think I'm going to use this kind of muted mauve color for my stitching. So we're just going to stitch in rows, and we're just going to go over. You can either go around and around, or you can go over and up and over and up. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm not a sewist, but I'm going to take those, push those aside. I'm going to start with this one down here. Do I want that one at the bottom? Maybe I want I don't know. I don't know where I want things. Yeah, I'll just start at one end and work my way up. Okay. Find myself a needle that will fit. They have to have a big eye, these needles. Oh, no, I don't want this one that's pointy. That one will stab me. Come on. Oh, goodness. I don't know what my husband did with it. He also brought home, she had a leather thimble. I thought that was cool. And it actually fit my finger. It didn't fit the finger of any of the, well, it fit one girl's finger, but that girl doesn't do any kind of textile work, so she didn't want it. And the other one, it didn't fit her finger at all. So I'm just going to put a little knot in it. I'm just going to come here, and I'm not going to worry about stitch length or whether they're straight or not. As a matter of fact, they probably look better if they're not straight. So I can either then come up again on this side and come around, or go, Jerry did it over. She goes down on this side, then she comes back up on the same side and comes over and then back down. Like that. And we're gonna just tack it down. Nothing overly complicated. And then Jerry changed colors of her thread here and there. I'm not going to do that, but I am purposely making my stitches not straight. Because with this particular little piece of cloth, since it has these straight lines, it would be very easy to like super straighten my stitching, but I want it wonky on purpose. And I'll do a little bit of this. If it turns out that this is just taking way too long, I'll turn off the video and do it off camera and come back. But this seems to be not taking too terribly long. Oop. Alright. See, when you go back and forth, you get your back looks like that, which is cool. I like that. And we'll just tie a little knot there. One more time just to make sure it's got an actual knot in it. And I will grab another piece of string. And then do the next row. I think you guys don't need to sit here and watch me do this for, I don't know what, probably going to take me close to an hour. I don't think you guys need to sit and watch me do this. Tie a knot on this end. What do I want next? I think I want this fluffy one next. And I'm leaving the ends sticking out. She did that too. I think that looks cool. This one feels like it needs to have the stitches a little bit closer together. I came here, right? Because this isn't as wide, it didn't use as much thread because it's much thinner. Oh, I did a few of them the other way. I don't really care. Whichever. Let's go all the way to the end, though. Just to make sure it stays. I don't want it to slide out of there. I probably should have done that with this one. It seems to be staying. Okay. Something like that. And then I will pick the next whatever layer I want. Maybe I'll do this dark layer as my next layer. And I'm going to go back the other way because I still have thread. Is this a thoroughly exciting video? I don't know. Probably not. I think I made that spacing a little wide. I think I might want something in there. But we'll see. When I'm done, I might add another thing in there. Or I might just leave it as is. As of the day I'm doing this, Jerry hasn't released. I'm doing this on Tuesday morning, but she hasn't released the next texture tag on Tuesday. I was hoping to do 2 of them at the same day. So maybe by the time she's done, by the time I'm done, she will have released the next one. This is coming from together. I should have like knotted the ends of that or something. Alright, time for a new thread. Another thread. Hope I have enough of this thread. That's all right. If I don't, that's okay. I can change colors. Doesn't matter. It's just these little texture tags are just like kind of like doing a sampler, right? It's just like a little morsel to remind yourself of things that you can do on a project. I feel like I want to maybe bend that over and tuck it to the back when I come around this other side. Maybe I'll do that. Just so that it stops kind of coming apart. I don't want it to shred all the way down to the end. Making a mess. on the wrong side. Okay, that works. Something like that. That might be too big of a space. And like I said, I think I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to just give this a little tack on this end just to keep it from fraying. Something like that. That's better. I'll do that with the other end when I get back to the other end. Okay, let's put a piece of lace this way. Maybe. It's got enough holes that I could sew it really close and only use some of the holes and not use everything. That way I can still see it, and I'm just going to tack it at the top, I think. Like that. Alright, this isn't going to take as long as I thought it would. I thought I would be here a long time, but this seems to be going rather quickly. She called it the slow stitch, but this particular stitch seems to be going rather swimmingly. I'm happy with this. Okay, and then I'm going to go down here and tack this in the back here. I'm just going to go under that thread and then tack this down on the back side once again so that that doesn't come all apart. That's fine. That's good enough. Good enough. Where's the... There we go. So I can make a knot. Good enough. I'll cut this end off. Okay, so far so good. I like that. Okay. Then I think I want another... I feel like I want another one in there. Do I want that, or do I want a piece of yarn? I've got some yarn down here. Should I put a piece of yarn in there? I like that, but I don't like that color. How about this piece? Oh, that's attached. Oh, for goodness sakes. All these seem to be all tangled together. Come on, there's got to be a piece of yarn that's got an end. Aha! That's a good yarn. I'm going to use that. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the rest of this off camera, and I'll be back when I'm done stitching. I don't usually edit, but I'm gonna play. I'm gonna get this closer to my face and see what happens. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, I've been gone a bit. I've done that much. I'm gonna put this one in there, and then I think I'm gonna put one more of these. I found this yarn here. I'm gonna put it in these spots. I think I'm gonna put one more at the top there. I figured I'd bring you along with me. This one, I have to grab some of it from behind. So as long as I'm already here, I'm going to grab it from behind to start with rather than coming back at the end. It's got a big fluffy blob at the end. Let's see if I can fix that without being off camera. Okay, that's a bit much. Let's cut off this. That's better. And I switched over, you guys can see I switched over floss to this kind of more brown color. Maybe if I turn it this way. Oh, look. Turn it that way and get it closer to your face, Dawn. So I've been working, I don't know, another half hour or so on this. It's been lovely. I've got the door open to my studio here to this direction to my left. I nearly took this piece outside to sit in the sunshine. It's a beautiful day. You can hear the birds. I almost did. This has been for a textile project that I'm not overly fond of textiles. This particular project has been super fun, and I am maybe looking forward to doing something else. Dare I say, I'm enjoying slow stitching? Wow. Alrighty. Come on, Jerry. I've maybe got the bug. At least for this. This has been very enjoyable. Some of the projects have not been, but this project has been. So, that's exciting. I'm going to cut off this extra bit here. And finish this up on this end. And then do one more, I think, here at the top. Is this the top? Yeah, I've decided this is the top. Although it really doesn't matter, does it? See if I have enough room in there to catch it without going off the edge. I was looking at this floss that my husband brought home from our friends, and this brown one had this as the sleeve, Royal Society strand floss, and it says here, I can't quite get it apart, but it says ivory soap recommended for washing colors. I looked this tag up, and this tag is from like right around the 1920s. So I am honored and privileged to be using 100-year-old floss. That's crazy. some people might say, oh, it was in the package, it's vintage, you should sell it. You know what? You should use your supplies. Don't hoard them. Use them. They're beautiful. This feels really good too. It's got a, I know it's just regular embroidery floss, but for some reason it feels a little smoother than the embroidery floss that I have that's more modern. I don't know. It's a texture thing. Maybe that's why I'm enjoying this process. It's because I really like this floss. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just enjoying the repetitive hand sewing. I usually don't like hand sewing, but I don't know. Jerry's making me a new woman. If you guys don't know Jerry Bellini, you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, make sure you go follow her. She's the original Texture Tag on Tuesday. I'm just following along with her encouragement. But this has been a whole heck of a lot of fun. I'm going to, this one's a little curly. I'm going to cut that one a little shorter. Do I want to trim these edges? Not really. Don't want all this trash. All right, let me put a thing down here so you can see it better. I think that is super fun. All these textures, and it's fun on my fingers. And then there's that velvety texture behind. Back is not too bad, all things considered. And now I will connect it to my tag. I'll probably just glue it down and then let it dry. But yeah, there's my tag. My texture tag on Tuesday. Should I turn it this way for my thumbnail? Sure, why not? All right, that came out really cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a heck of a good time. And yes, you got parts of it cut out in the middle because I wasn't going to sit here for hours. I've been here at least an hour, maybe longer. I don't know. I've stopped paying attention to what time it was. I never remember to check what time it is when I start these darn things. Anyways, I just checked on YouTube while I was away, thinking that maybe Jerry has gotten her newest video posted so I can do another texture tag today, but she hasn't. So I will move on. I will do some drawing today and come back and do texture tag, whatever texture tag hits her fancy on the next video. All right, see you guys on the next one. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place one person at a time, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.